just caught this headline, and this fucking headline, it's fucked up. I just literally read this shit and I said, fuck it, I'm finna go live really quick to discuss this because what the actual fuck? A woman's face was beaten off so in a gruesome murder after Tennessee judge freed her domestic abuser, her ex-boyfriend basically. A woman's face was beaten off by her domestic abuser, ex-boyfriend, after he was released from a Nashville jail despite viciously beating her, and that's how come he ended up in there the first fucking time. Lauren Johansen is said to have been fatally mutilated by her domestic abuser, ex-Bryson Rivers, 23, after he was wrongly allowed to leave Tennessee lockup and travel to Mississippi to attack her earlier this month. Like I said, he was in jail for attacking his ex late last year. He beat her so badly that her skull and her face pretty much became fractured from the rest of her body. Johansen's father, Dr. Lance Johansen, wrote, "Hey, Kitty." He basically beat her. And I'm giving y'all a heavy trigger warning on this. If y'all are listening, I'm giving y'all a heavy trigger warning on this. This shit is sick. I will post about it. This shit is sick. This shit is sick. So I'm giving y'all a heavy trigger warning on this shit. He basically beat her until the front of her head came off. Hey, Kathy. Rivers, who was charged in the brutal death of his ex-girlfriend, faced Forest County Judge Gay Pope Payton on Friday. So, Kathy, you just came in, so let me read. A woman's face was beaten off in a gruesome murder after Tennessee judge freed her domestic abuser. I don't know what the fuck our judges is doing, but of course, I'm going to tell y'all what I do know. Domestic assault here, they do not treat it like it should be treated. I'm going to say that. Domestic assault in Tennessee, they just passed some new laws in July 1st that I actually agree with because I was like, about goddamn time. If they get a DV charge, there should be more goddamn consequences than the fucking 24-hour hold y'all have on them at the jail for them to cool off. But and he was let out. They say, hold on, they said mistakenly. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck he was mistakenly let out. Lauren Johnson is being fatally mutilated by her domestic abuser, ex-Bryson Rivers, 23, after he was wrongly allowed to leave a Tennessee lockup and travel to Mississippi to attack her earlier this month. And he was already in jail for attacking his ex late last year. He beat her so badly that her skull and her face pretty much became fractured from the rest of her body. Johansen's father, Dr. Lance Johansen, told the news. He basically beat her until the front of her head came off. No human being deserves to have this happen to them. Rivers, who was charged in the brutal death of his ex-girlfriend, faced Forest County Judge Gay Pope Payton on Friday. He was denied bond and will remain in jail, giving his alleged victims, grieving father, some relief. Well, I mean, goddamn, he already killed her. What the fuck? He already fucking killed her. because y'all asses let him out. But, you know. You already fucking let him out. You let him. Rivers was arrested in Nashville in December of 2023 after viciously beating the nursing student while the couple were on vacation after going into a jealous rage. 7 months after being locked up, he was mistakenly released from jail and returned to Mississippi, where he reportedly carried out his ex-girlfriend's murder. Surprise, surprise. Because it was on the whim. I just read this shit and got mad as hell. That's why. I'm sorry, Pika. This shit got me 3D hot. I had no intentions on going live today. I had no intentions on talking about shit today. But when I saw this goddamn headline, what the fuck, Nashville? Y'all already got a lot of fuck shit going on. So this ain't. Nashville prosecutors have conceded Rivers should have not been freed by a judge during a bail hearing. During Friday's 30-minute court proceeding, Forest County Assistant District Attorney Clay Cranfold listed Rivers' current charges as first-degree murder, grand larceny, auto, and tampering with evidence. Forest County District Attorney Lynn Carter told WAM 7 News that we made a strong argument against bond. The court went along with our argument, and he received no bond on the murder, and then he received a $20,000 bond on the grand larceny, auto, and the tampering with evidence. He done already killed her. Y'all think y'all doing something? Somebody in Nashville fucked up big time, Pika. And I'm going to put, once again, I'm going to read this one last time, and this is going to be a heavy trigger warning on this. A woman's face was beaten off by her domestic abuser ex-boyfriend after he was released from a Nashville jail despite viciously beating her. He beat her so badly that her skull and her face pretty much became fractured from the rest of her body. He basically beat her until her head came off. Oh, they got him for first degree. He didn't get a bond for first degree, but he did get a bond for the grand larceny, and he got a bond for the tampering with evidence. So he's not getting out, hopefully. I don't know. He wasn't supposed to get out the last motherfucking time, but somebody accidentally let his ass out. They have already admitted, and I hope her daddy, he a doctor, so he got the money. I hope her daddy sued the fuck out of them. I do. I do. I hope her daddy take their ass to the motherfucking cleaners. He wasn't even supposed to be out. You let him out, and the first thing he fucking does is go steal a goddamn car, goes to Mississippi, finds her, and kills her. Good job. Rivers was arrested in Nashville in December of 2023 after viciously beating the nursing student while the couple were on vacation after going into a jealous rage. 7 months after being locked up, he was mistakenly released from jail and returned to Mississippi, where he reportedly carried out his ex-girlfriend's murder. Nashville prosecutors have conceded that Rivers should have not been freed by a judge during the bail hearing. So yeah, I hope he sues the fuck out of them. Especially they done already admitted. Especially after you done already conceded that, yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. Yeah, y'all fucked up. When the judge asked Rivers if he was out on bond at the time of the murder, the suspect told him no, not to my knowledge. But the ADA intervened and told the judge Rivers was out on bond for beating his then girlfriend nearly to death when the couple were in Nashville together. Lauren's father called Rivers a pathological liar, so I take it he's a fucking sociopath or a psychopath, one of the two. Dr. Lance said that he misled the judge here Friday. He misled the judge there before, and I think the bottom line is you cannot take a criminal's word for saying the right thing. In 2022, Rivers had a drug trafficking charge in Harrison County, and a year later was faced with kidnapping and stalking charges that were revoked on Friday as per the news outlet. What the fuck, girl? What was you into? Baby, I wouldn't have been fucking with him after he had the goddamn stalking charges. I get it though, I understand. Sometimes you want to see past all the bullshit and you want to see the good in somebody so goddamn bad. And sometimes you have to cut their ass the fuck loose. And this is exactly why. This is why. This man had been sitting in jail for 7 months, seething in hatred because he was locked up because of her. Let's go ahead and say what it was. He was mad because he was locked up because of her. So he's had time to sit here and think about how he was going to do shit when he got out. And baby, when he got out, you heard what the fuck he did. He beat her until her face wasn't even attached to her body no more. Like, what the fuck? And our goddamn judge, nah, he shouldn't have been out. Like I said, I hope her damn daddy sue the fuck out of them. I do. I hope her daddy sue the fuck out of Nashville. I do. I do. And I know typically suing is not the answer because it hurts all citizens, but fuck that. She would still be alive if y'all punk asses did not let him out. He wasn't even supposed to be out, and y'all have already conceded that he wasn't supposed to be out. Hey, nonsense. And I will post the article, but I'm telling y'all, if you read it, it's going to be a heavy trigger warning with that article. That's what like I said, I had no intentions on going live today. I had no intentions on coming up here today. I literally just got off fucking work. And the first thing I do is get on goddamn news, and that was one of the first things I saw. And I'm sitting here reading, and I'm like, what the fuck? And Tennessee fucking politicians and law enforcement wonder why the fuck I roast the fuck out of them. This is why. This is why. This is exactly why. Prosecutors said new evidence reveals that Rivers committed the murder in Forest County and tried to clean the car to shield the evidence before driving the car to Harrison County. Lauren's physician father discovered his daughter's body in the back seat of the car on July 3rd. Her daddy had to find her. Her daddy. The distraught father spoke about the miscarriage of justice that led to his daughter's savage murder, but felt comfort on Friday knowing that Rivers will stay locked up in a detention facility. He said, in part, that he already feels some relief knowing that, and that is some justice for me. I'm confident that he's never going to see the day of light again. This man is not done killing people. And if he has a chance, he'll kill somebody in jail. I wholeheartedly believe that. The young woman was pistol whipped, beaten by Rivers after he flew into a jealous rage during a night out in Nashville last December. Exclusive photos obtained by Daily Mail show the petite young woman riddled with bruises on her face so bloody and swollen she was barely recognizable. Lauren's wounds were cataloged by her father, an orthopedic surgeon who wanted the courts to see what Rivers was capable of as he awaited trial on kidnapping and stalking charges. Lance was so worried for his wonderful, kind daughter's safety that he attended the preliminary hearing to warn a Davidson County judge that Rivers would finish the job if he ever got out of jail. Damn. Talk about some goddamn foreshadowing. Oh, shit. To his astonishment, Judge Cheryl Blackburn, a longtime Democrat jurist, later decided to lower the alleged attacker's bond from $250,000 to $150,000, paving the way for his June 24th release. Just 9 days after he posted bond and walked free, Lauren was found beaten to death in Gulfport, Mississippi, and Rivers was arrested on suspicion of murdering her. You can see what happened when he hit her 100 times back in December. So just imagine what he did to her when nobody was around to save her, Lance told Daily Mail. The heartbroken dad of four, a respected orthopedic surgeon, added, I realize people have rights, but you just can't let loose a wild animal. Gulfport. I should have said. Her daddy had to find her. Her daddy. Her daddy. And not only that, when I read the fucking headline, like, y'all see what I'm talking about. When I read the damn headline in itself, woman's face was beaten off in gruesome murder after Tennessee judge freed domestic abuser. That's what I'm saying, Pika. Like, he had been seething in this hatred for a while. Let's just be 100 about it. He had a long time to sit there. He's been sitting in there since December. So he's had 7 months to sit there and seethe in this goddamn hatred and think of ways of how he was going to make her suffer like he's suffering, because that's how he looks at it. That's how a fucking sociopath and a psychopath will look at it. They're suffering. Fuck the harm and damage they've done to somebody. They don't care about that. They just care about the shit that they're going through. But he was able to manipulate the judge, was able to get out, immediately drive to her. And then the lowest part of all of that, you made her daddy find her. Now, I don't know what state they're going to hold it in, whether it be Tennessee or Mississippi, but both states got the DP. And I do hope, and I would typically, I don't act like this, but between child chomos and motherfuckers like him, fry bitch, as far as I'm concerned. Kathy, please take care of yourself. And I get it, I understand. Like, I can only imagine what she went through in those last moments. Kathy, exactly. Like this person, he's had time to sit here seethe in hatred. He's had time to sit here and think about shit. He's had time to sit here and plot this shit. And as soon as he got that opportunity, he took it and ran with it. You beat her so bad though that you made her face become detached from her body. You a goddamn monster. You a monster. And I'm sorry, I ain't got no grace for you. I don't. Fuck out of here. When you took her grace, I'm not fucking with it. Fuck out of here. I hope they fucking fry your ass, bitch, and I hope they do it quick. I really don't want to pay for your ass 10 years on death row. I really don't. Because you're one piece of shit. You literally took that opportunity as soon as you got out of fucking jail. You drove to Mississippi from Nashville, stole a car at that, then turned around, tried to hide evidence, and you made her daddy fine. And like I said, here in Tennessee, and this is the fucked up part, in Tennessee, domestic violence is not considered serious. It's not. It's not. They recently, like I said, they just recently passed laws on July 1st that helped strengthen some of the domestic violence laws we have, but not all of them. Because me and Pika had sat down, like they had passed 200 fucking laws in one day. So me and Pika had literally sat down and read them one day. Yeah, you get more time in racing than you do with a domestic violence. They will take your shit and destroy your car if you get caught racing. Domestic violence abuser though, you're held for 24 hours and then you're cut for and you get released on an RR unless you've already had previous charges. Now, if you've had previous charges, then yeah, they probably are going to give you a bond. But if that's like your first time DV, baby, 24 hours and you're released. That's real shit. Like me and Pika had sat down and read that shit one day, and we was sitting there like, wait a minute, hold on. So y'all are willing to destroy people shit, destroy cars, and do all of this shit, but y'all still won't put these goddamn domestic abusers behind where they need to be. Y'all still will not make it a serious felony. Y'all won't. Some of them are misdemeanors, which is crazy as hell to me. We need better. I've said it and I'm gonna keep saying it, and this is why I be on their ass. We need to start holding these judges accountable. We need to start holding these commissioners. I don't think Nashville has the commissioners like we do, because we have commissioners here in Memphis. And in Memphis, the commissioners are the one who gives you the bonds. The judge will sign off on it per se, but as far as it goes through the commissioners, it's not even going to a judge's hands unless it's a serious charge like the M1 charges that we've been having go on in Memphis. You goddamn right, them judges better be a part of them goddamn trials, because it's already a lot of fuck shit going on with that. But we need to start holding these people accountable. That was a death that shouldn't have happened at all. He shouldn't even been out. That's another thing. How the fuck did he get past the system if he sat here and lied to you and sat here and said, no, I'm not on probation, or I'm not out on bond? What the fuck? You know you on bond for beating the shit out of her the first time. We need to start holding these people accountable. Because that's the only way this shit will change. And I don't give a fuck, Democrat, Republican, I don't care what fucking side you on. But when you got violent repeat offenders like that, this motherfucker was already just doing some stalking and shit in 2022. So why in 2023 was y'all even discussing a goddamn bond when this was already a fucking issue? This is what it took for it to happen for y'all to fucking lock him up, for him to finally actually kill somebody? You mean to tell me y'all didn't learn the first goddamn time when he almost killed her? Like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing up there? I can't say nothing though, because Memphis be on that fuck shit too. Like, but Nashville, what the fuck is y'all doing? Y'all letting folks go and shit. We mistakenly let him go. How the fuck you mistakenly let somebody go? Facts, Pika. You right. You right, because that's the fuck shit they do. And then they'll turn around and fire the clerical worker. And nobody up in the higher ups will ever take responsibility for it. Not even the goddamn judge. Because remember, it was a Democratic judge that gave him a goddamn bond. Of course, that don't really even fucking matter. It's just the principle of it. Like, y'all gotta stop letting these motherfuckers out, because they doing the same shit here in Memphis. They just recently started actually holding these motherfuckers. Real shit. They would, man, these folks could go out, shoot somebody, rob somebody, and be out in 72 hours. No lie. No lie. They would get a bond. This man just tried to kill somebody. Y'all gonna give him a bond? Nah, what the fuck? We gotta do better. And I hope they hold her ass to the fire. I ain't gonna lie. I hope they hold that judge to the fire. I hope they roast her ass, because she was wrong. Now look, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You didn't protect the victim. Like Daddy said, I get they got rights, but goddamn, come on now. When do their rights trumps the victim's right? When? Please tell me when that should happen. It shouldn't. But that's what happened in this case. Heather, now you're right, but see, that's the thing. Like here in Memphis, because we've been bitching about it so goddamn much, and we have not shut up about it. Like, if a 16-year-old out here shooting up shit, there should be no reason why they're getting bond, especially if they just got caught up in some shit last week and they're right back out, and then they're out here doing some more thing. Nah, fuck that. Like the one who killed my friend, John, the watermelon man. You give him a goddamn bond, and he actually pulled the trigger and killed him. The fuck? I don't give a fuck if he is 16-year-old. He made a goddamn grown man decision. Now sit your ass in that goddamn jail until trial. And motherfucker, I hope you don't get out. And I hope when you ran, I hope the court looks at that and gives your ass 99 to life, because that's the only way y'all motherfuckers is gonna learn. When they start throwing football numbers and you miss majority of your 20s, 30s, 40s, and you don't get out till you 50 and 60, I guarantee you motherfuckers will sit down. And they MPD says the same things here. In my line, Pika, if they get caught, somebody got to go to jail. And you better hope you're not the one that put scratches on the other person, because if you do, you're going to jail. Hell, I called them and they tried to take me to jail. I'm like, bitch, I'm the one who called you. I got blood, like literally, I had blood dripping down my shirt. My blind ass brother could see the blood. Cops looked past it, didn't. You're bitter. What? Nigga, I'm trying to get my shit out the house. She jumps on my back. The fuck? I didn't say anything to her. They tried to take me to jail. What the fuck? And I'm the one who called you. It was like when I like had to repeat that shit 3 times for them. Like, wait, you're the one who called? Yes, she didn't call. I called. The fuck? Because I already know if I lay her ass out, y'all really gonna take me to jail because y'all see a little girl instead of a grown ass woman because of her height. That's bullshit. That's what I'm saying, Because like, fuck no. Like, they did me the same way. Try to take me. Bitch, I'm the one who called y'all. The fuck? Blood literally dripping down my shirt. Them motherfuckers said, we don't see no blood. What? That's why I don't fuck with police. Anytime I've ever dealt with them, it's always my ass end up in cuffs and then they're trying to take me to jail, but by some luck of God, I don't go to jail. But it never fails. It is. It is fucked up, but I've seen it happen. Like I said, shit, I've been through it. So it's crazy as hell how we need better laws. We need better protection for victims. We need to make sure we're double, triple, goddamn, quadruple checking shit before we let people go. Like this. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. She should still be alive right now. She should be alive. If y'all motherfucker would have did what the fuck y'all was supposed to do, she would still be here. He shouldn't even been out. Yeah, A1, we know how that shit go. We know how that shit go. I just like I said, I had no intentions on coming live today, but I had to speak about this. I really hope that his ass doesn't even make it to trial. I know that's petty. I don't give a damn. I'm all about an eye for an eye. If y'all ain't learned that yet, I'm fuck that. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You want to beat women till their fucking face comes off? Okay. How about somebody put a kite in jail on you and somebody do the same thing to your ass? That judge, people need to be talking about her ass. Let me find that bitch name one more time. I don't give a damn. I don't care, Republican, Democrat, your ass gonna get roasted if you fuck up, period. And bitch, he should have never got out. You know that. You admitted that already. So you know Judge Cheryl Blackburn, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think I've been in her courtroom as a jurist. No. Okay. Good. No. No, that ain't even the same lady. Cool. I'm like, damn, that name sound familiar. That ain't her. Alright. But I just, I'm at a loss for words for it. Like, the shit shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have. If y'all would have did y'all's fucking job and did what y'all was supposed to do, she would still be alive. He would be locked up. None of this shit would be going on. We wouldn't even be talking about this right now. But you fucked up. Gave him a bond when he shouldn't have got a bond because he was already out here doing fuck shit like stalking people and shit. Then in Nashville when they was on vacation, he literally beat the shit out of her till she damn near died. And y'all let him out. Oh, he deserves a bond. Not everybody deserves a bond. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Not everybody deserves a bond. I'm not finna argue with nobody about that. I'm not. If you're a goddamn chomo, if you're a fucking a domestic abuser, and you're not just a one time, like you do this shit on a regular basis, and you're known to do fuck shit, fuck out of here. There shouldn't be no bond. Like I said, since when do the motherfucking abusers' rights trump the victim's right? Just I ain't. So that's what we doing now. Yeah. Keep this family in your prayers. You know, R.I.P Lauren. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry your daddy had to go through that. There's nothing nobody can say to take away that pain you're probably going through. And the fact that you had to find your child like that, I can only imagine what you're going through. Because I'm telling you now, if I was that parent, I don't have kids, but I'm telling you now, if I was that parent, I would be going to jail. I would. I'd be going to fucking jail. Because I guarantee his ass wouldn't have made it there alive. And I don't give a fuck. Vengeance, whatever y'all want to call it. I sure did. I pulled the trigger on the bitch. Let's hope this son of a bitch doesn't get a chance to get out no more. And I do hope that the death penalty is on the table for him. I really do hope that because that shows intent, malicious intent, and it definitely should be first degree. And if it's gonna be first, we need to have the DP on the tape. God damn it. I don't care what. No, like, fuck that DP. I don't want to pay for his ass goddamn 20 years in our goddamn jail system. Fuck out of here. Like, there are some prisoners I genuinely care for. Then you have piece of shits like him. And no, I can't care for that. I can't give a fuck about that. I can't feel sorry for that. You made the choices you made. Now you got to deal with the consequences that's coming your way. Of course, it's gonna. I already know you're gonna. I'm mentally fucked up. Yada yada. You're gonna blame some fuck shit. And yes, there's some people out here that is mental. But let's be 100. And I'm fucking one of them. I'm on medication. I'm one of them. I'll tell you, a lot of people do use mental illness as a motherfucking excuse to be a shitty ass person. There's some that absolutely do. And I bet he pulls that bullshit. I'll be the first one to say this shit. There's people out here that's mentally fucked up, but then you got some people out here that love blaming the fuck shit that they do on mental issues. And nah, fuck out of here. That doesn't give you right to be a shitty ass human being. A1 facts, they do. You got some, yeah, you do. You do. You got some shitty ass parents out here that it's not a race thing, it's not a religion. You just have some people out here that love to use the mental health issues as an excuse for everything. And I'm sorry. Some people, yes, I've seen crazy. I've seen crazy. And I've also seen those people that play that crazy role. Knowing good and damn well they not really crazy. They doing it for a reason. I know motherfuckers just to get paperwork. Just so in case they do go do some fuck shit, they got paperwork to say they're crazy. I legit know people like that. One woman, I literally sat here and watched this bitch spit in the motherfucking officer's face. You know they didn't take her ass to jail. Why? Because she had that crazy paperwork. No lie, I thought he was gonna lay her ass out, and I couldn't say I was gonna be mad at him. I really thought he was gonna lay her ass out. She had that crazy paperwork. They they ushered her to the goddamn car. They didn't even take her to jail. They took her to Lakeside. I said, what kind of shit is? Real shit. I've seen this shit. So that's what I'm saying, Kitty. You got some folks out here that be doing crazy shit. They ain't crazy. They do crazy shit. They, I know people like that shit. Anyway, y'all pray for her family. Pray for her dad. I'm definitely gonna keep y'all updated on this motherfucking trial. I hope it is televised, cause baby, I just got that feeling he gonna pull that crazy bullshit. I really do. But it made me so fucking mad that I just hopped on live real fast. I didn't tell nobody shit. I just said, fuck it, I'm going live. Cause this some bullshit right here. How the fuck you beat her so goddamn bad to where her face comes detached from her body? That is serious rage behind that. And there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse how it happened. Dealing with the judge, there should be no excuse. How the jail let him go, everybody failed that girl. Everybody failed that woman. And that's sad as hell. That is sad as fuck. He was literally in jail already for beating the fuck out of her, literally in Nashville, to a point where folks witnessed it. He was already sitting there 7 months. Like I said, he had time to see the net. He had time to hate her. And that's exactly what he did for them 7 months. And he hated her so goddamn much to the point where he purposely did it to where her daddy would find her body. Knowing he's a surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, but he's still a damn doctor. Keep that family in your prayers. Like I said, if I'm definitely gonna be following this case. I'm gonna be following Judge Cheryl Blackburn and what happens to her ass. I'm gonna be following this because there's no excuse. There should be no reason why that shit happened. I don't care. I don't. And like I said, that bitch better get the DP. There should be no discussing shit. That bitch better get the DP. But I guarantee he gonna holler that crazy shit. But I'm sorry for fucking hitting y'all with some triggering shit because yeah, I definitely triggering. Protect y'all's mental. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family members. Look out for one another. You see something, say something. But y'all have a good night, y'all. I will make sure y'all hit that like button and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.